Hey everybody, I'm Marion, the Inappropriate Artist, and yeah, I just went on a little adventure. I'm back driving down to the campsite at Moosehead Lake, and whew, did I just put myself into a bit of a tizzy. I got a little lost getting out of here because I wasn't looking at the map. I was trying to get my phone to work. Mistake number one. And then I went back and I took a deep breath and I started again from point zero because I was like, I don't know where I went wrong. But I looked at the map this time. Thank God, I have a Maine gazetteer. I'm going to tell you right now, when you come to Maine, have a gazetteer. If you do, because you're not going to have service. I'm telling you right now. You're going to have very limited service. So the gazetteer is going to save your life. I'm not kidding. But yeah, I made a bunch of wrong turns, ended up down a bunch of really narrow dirt roads, and then I finally turned around, went back, came back up the road, followed the directions to the general store, and then I got to the general store, or what I thought was the general store, and I wasn't sure I was in the right place. They told me it opened at 4 a.m. There was nobody in sight. Tried to flag down a couple of people, nobody stopped. Then about 10 minutes later, a guy came by and I ran to flag him down and he stopped, and I thank God. And I was like, am I in the right place? And he assured me I was in the right place, but that she didn't open up till 8 a.m. So, and then I guess she lived in the house across the street, so, and she heard all the commotion and came out and helped me out, which was really kind of her, and I am so grateful for her assistance. And I wish I could tell you the name of the general store, but I have no idea the name of it, but it is the last general store for a long time. So I have limited gas. I have just over a half a tank of gas, and in this beast, that's not ideal. So this was definitely like totally necessary for me to find this place, right? Whew, but I made it, and now I'm headed back to my spot. And hopefully the rain didn't open up on my stuff that I left behind, because I took my chair out to save my camping spot. Whew, deep breath, baby. And it's, but this is all part of the ride. I'm enjoying the ride. It's a little nerve-wracking at times, but quite honestly, it wasn't life or death. I was okay. If worse came to worse, I'd just come back to the site, right? So, anyway, I'm going to put both hands back on the wheel, because now the road's going to get tricky. And we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, nor'easter, baby. I'm gonna be right here for this nor'easter. I was trying to get to a friend's in Bangor, but he said his driveway was actually probably not as safe as where I am. So, here I stay. Yeah, next few days I'm gonna be here. I'm parked in a spot that I think is pretty safe as it can be, right? And we're gonna sit this one out. So I did these before I went outside into the wind. The one on the left was the sunset the night before last. And the one on the right is today. Hey everybody, alright. Woo! That's right, nor'easter. And I'm excited to be here for it. There's one other van lifer up on the hill. And then there's a family in the site next to me and a family across from me. And we're all staying for the storm. So I figure it's actually safer for me to stay here than to be out someplace on my own during this storm. If something does go wrong, at least I have people to turn to, you know, where I am. So I know there are those who will think this is not the best decision in the world. But I'll tell you, I don't know. I've been in a house that a tree has fallen on. You know, so I've already been there, done that in my life. It can happen anywhere, anytime. And if it happens, so be it. So my vehicle's totaled and I get insurance money to buy another vehicle, right? And maybe one that's a little newer than the one I got. I don't know. So who knows? I'm just, you know, if I don't live through it, then I don't live through it. Right? We're all gonna die someday. That's what it is. We're all gonna die someday, and my day could be today, could be tomorrow, and it could be 25 years or 30 years from now, right? Who knows? Who knows what it is? I don't know. I can say one thing. I am living the life I have always wanted to live. And that means if I die this afternoon, I die happy. I die fulfilled. You know. I made it to the general store, as you saw this morning, and was able to stock up on what I needed, which was basically just ice, because I have plenty of food to make it through this. And, you know, other people have the problem of losing power and all that kind of stuff. That's something I'm not going to do. I can't lose power unless I run my battery dry, right? And even then, there's other vehicles around to charge up my battery. So that's really not a big issue for me. I have enough potable water to last me through this. And yeah, so really I have nothing to worry about as far as that goes. And I'm gonna turn this off and make myself a little something to eat. Actually, I think before I make myself something to eat, I'm gonna fill my water jugs. Because if it's pouring rain, I'm not gonna want to go out in the pouring rain to do that. Because my water container is in the back. And I have to open the back to get what I need. So, yeah, I think I'll do that. Thanks for helping me with that. See you in a bit. There she is, my wee nugget, having fun in the sun, loving her lead, doing really, really well. She's finally grown into the harness. A little bit. She can still slip her head out, but she doesn't try too hard. It's my own little path to the water. It is a gorgeous day after what they said was going to be a horrible nor'easter. So I'm pretty pleased that, like, we barely had any high winds and just a little rain overnight, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous morning. I'm glad I stayed where I did. There's a family across the campsite who's playing and having a good time, and it's just nice to be around some life, you know, happening. And yeah, so I'm here for another day or so, and I have no service here, so this is a little bit freeing. kind of nice. I'm liking it. But yeah, I gotta get to town soon to upload, so I'm gonna have to move soon. The next place, I'm headed east. So I was gonna go north to Presque Isle, and I haven't decided that I'm doing that yet. I'm going to go east to Bangor for a little bit, and then I'm going to go south to Bar Harbor. And I found out from another van lifer that I can spend the night on Cadillac Mountain. So I'm going to be doing that, and I look forward to it. And yeah, so for now I'm just going to sit here and enjoy. I played guitar this morning for a little while, and that felt really good, although my hands are kind of stiff now, but that's part of what happens, right? At least got an hour in. Felt good. So I'm gonna have my breakfast. Just a little oatmeal. And yeah, I have the back doors open right now. So I've got a lovely breeze cutting through, and Nugget's outside enjoying being outside on her lead. And yeah, we're just gonna enjoy breakfast this morning. See you in a bit. The little wee one is waking up. Look at you. Hi, sweet peanut. Visit to this spot. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I painted a lot. I painted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paintings of this spot, and all of them found homes. So 2 of which were commissioned, and the other 3 were sketches that I did, and quick little paintings. So I met just some incredibly fabulous people. Shout out to all of those beautiful families that I met. Incredibly generous. I with their time, with their compassion, their empathy, their joy. This can be a beautiful world if we allow it. And we leave ourselves open. So for me, the theme, especially of this stop, was how. How do we do it? How do we get through life? Be honest. Be open. And be willing. And what you need will come. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And we'll see you next time. Bye.